It's Flick Fanatics, and we're back. I'm Jackson, and with me as always is...
I'm Matt. Welcome to Flick Fanatics. We are here to review the brand new and the final installment to The Hobbit. The shortest book in the series turned into a trilogy of films.
Which is a little weird, but they did it. The final movie is out December 17th. And Matt and I were fortunate enough to receive a pre-screening pass to The Hobbit 3D. There's the pass, and here's a ticket stub that says 3D Hobbit.
According to IMDb, the synopsis, the plot summary is Bilbo and company are forced to engage in a war against an array of combatants and keep the terrifying Smaug from acquiring a kingdom of treasure and obliterating all of Middle-earth. Wow, that's just part of the plot. This is a huge movie.
That's right off the bat, that's a bad synopsis of the plot.
This movie's filled with action.
Easily, like, one of the most action-packed movies I've ever seen. What would you say? Like,
and of the year.
75 to like 80% of the entire movie was action, and not just like simple one-on-one kind of dueling action, but like massive battle scenes and trolls and hobbits and orcs, the orcs, and goblins,
dwarves, the elves. It's all there in this movie, and it's all there in CGI. There is so much special effects in this film. I almost couldn't take it at some points because there was so much happening on the screen at once.
Yeah.
But there is a good amount of wide shots, a good amount of long shots that it doesn't feel so hectic.
You know, just a green screen set, a studio, you know, with the big production lights and green blocks that represent hills and mountains and stuff. So,
but it's done very
tastefully.
Tastefully, that's a good word.
Easily. I mean, you know, that's not even delving in all the way. It's very, very tasteful when it comes to like scenery, action scenes at times. But there are some little instances that the CGI is either lacking or it's just like
overbearing.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
If your movie has a lot of action going on, I can totally understand why there's special effects,
and it makes sense with massive battles with like thousands of soldiers. Yeah.
Armies, you know. There is a character played by Billy Connolly. You'll recognize his voice, because you won't recognize him because his character is completely CGI. Computer graphics. Yeah,
100%. And you can tell they modeled it off of him a little.
The face,
but you can't see. You know, he's got a huge beard, big helmet in the way. You can't see him, only hear his voice. But the little bit, you know, like this little part of his face, you can tell that it's just 100% CGI. And it, for me at least, that like kind of removed me.
The story's there. It's just that there's so much action that kind of moves the story.
If anything, yeah, the action is like the defining piece to this movie. Like, the story kind of continuously rolls along.
Because of the action.
Because of the action. Solely because of the action.
And that's what's cool. I mean, I literally think the action went for a good... This movie is about 2.5 hours long, which is shorter than the other two Hobbit films, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say a good 90 minutes of this movie is action. Good hour and a half.
Easily.
And for me, like I said, I don't mind that. I love action. It's so much fun to watch.
And like this fantasy world, you know, Middle-earth, orcs and goblins and, you know, big monstrous beasts just battling it out is just insane and so cool. And
those are the things you hope for in a movie like this. Yeah. That's the stuff you want to see. You know, you want to see the big fights and the big creatures and all that. And, there, you know, I'd say that there's a fair level of humor in this film.
Tasteful humor. Marvel, take notes.
A problem that I've had with all three of them, I still really do enjoy the heck out of these movies, though. my biggest gripe, though, is I'm a big Martin Freeman fan.
This guy.
I want more Bilbo in these movies, you know? It's like, the movie's called The Hobbit, and I know there's a lot of characters. I get that.
Yeah, like a lot.
But I feel like there's like, all right, let's show this action with all these characters. Now let's just show Bilbo for
just to
a
get
minute.
some laughs.
Yeah, and so that, to me, I'm kind of like, man, you're like totally undermining this great actor you got.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
But I will say, the conclusion of this film, the third act of this film, is phenomenal. As far as entertainment goes, one of my favorite cinematic experiences of the year. I had a great time watching this movie, and it made me want to go right into 1 through 3 of Lord of the Rings. I mean, it has that really good...
It leads in perfectly.
Great conclusion.
Phenomenally.
Great conclusion.
Yeah, perfect, honestly. Execution on, like, that last third of the movie.
So...
like, they just wrapped it up perfectly.
So what I would have to say is I would applaud Peter Jackson and the whole crew that did all the action,
all the writing staff,
the choreograph, and Del Toro was one of the screenwriters. And it's really great to see that we got really 6 cool Middle-earth films that make this awesome franchise, and we got to live to see them all. You know, like, that's
in our lifetime.
Big deal to me.
Same.
So,
I mean, I just remembered one more gripe I had about the movie. All right, there's a scene. Thorin's cousin, he starts headbutting orcs and stuff, and it's not like, I don't have anything against headbutting, but just the way he was doing it, it was just kind of like,
he was giving a little.
He was going like
jerk,
a little
you know?
jerk, but like...
And they got thick skulls, too,
and
I
the
think.
orcs were just like, like dying, and they have huge metal helmets on.
What would you rate this film out of, like, 5 headbutts?
Easily a 4.5 headbutts.
Okay.
Out of 5.
I would give this film 4 headbutts out of 5. And like I said, one of my favorite cinematic experiences of the whole year. So, I mean, a B in my books. Great way to end the Hobbit trilogy. Loved the action. I really had just a really fun time watching it. I would definitely recommend this to you if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, if you're a fan of the 2 previous Hobbit films. If you're not a fan of the Hobbit films, I would say that this is probably my favorite of that trilogy.
Easily the favorite. The 4th best Lord of the Rings universe movie. Number 1 Hobbit movie.
The movie comes out December 17th. Are you guys going to see it? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to just base your opinion on us. If you don't want to see it, tell us why in the comments. If you do want to see it, tell us why in the comments.
If you like these reviews, if you like the Shopping with Rick videos, if you like any of our videos, leave us a comment below, like the video, give us a subscribe if you want to see more. Talk to us about movies. We love hearing opinions. If you don't like the Hobbit films, I'd love to hear why, because I find a lot of valid reasons as to why people don't like them, and I completely understand. I hope you enjoyed the review. We hope you enjoy the movie when it comes out. We'll see you soon.
See you on the other side. Jackson.
I'm Matt. Thank you.
And good night.
Good night. And good luck.
Good night and good luck.